guess it is
Or
like a
maybe it
cheap
was
way
lie
to do it.
detector. Now it's blurry. It was about 10 years ago. It's blurry. It might have been a lie detector test and he was cheating. Whatever it was,
Who's
she
old
was
enough?
definitely not the winner.
Welcome to Esovic Reacts channel. I am reacting to the live stream from Popcorn Planet channel. Check them out. The lawsuit against Diddy's son, King Combs, alleges that he illegally recorded conversations on a yacht without the consent of the other parties involved. The recordings were reportedly made during a party on the yacht, and now the individuals who were recorded are seeking damages for invasion of privacy. This situation has drawn comparisons to Diddy's own legal troubles in the past, as the hip-hop mogul has faced lawsuits and controversies related to privacy violations and illegal recordings. Some are questioning whether this is a case of the like father, like son, with King following in his father's footsteps when it comes to legal issues.
Because obviously if anyone comes forward, we want to believe them 100%. And I do believe that stuff did go down that was not okay between Diddy and Lil Rod. But there's a lot of questions about this lawsuit and by extension, the lawyer. So I guess only time's going to tell. We'll go through the documents. We'll go through the letters. We'll see what this judge has to say. But this is specifically relating to this attorney, is my understanding.
Right, and so we're gonna go through that, and so I'm trying to, I want to get a look. I'm trying to get John was unavailable. He may be able to pop in at the end, but I'm going to another attorney. If he's available, he can sort of help explain some of these documents because it is a little bit more complicated, guys. And it doesn't necessarily mean one thing, but the most telling thing, and we're gonna go through this a couple times. The most telling thing is yes, there's definitely something off regarding the Jones one. And what I found very interesting, Kim, to wrap it all together, is the fact that according to the sources, the feds have not talked to Rodney Jones, which is very telling to me. And there's a very likely chance that this whole Rodney Jones lawsuit, the lawyer, it's all thrown out or ignored. That is a possibility, which Diddy will then use, I'm sure, to say, you know, I'm innocent. See, look, blah, 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 blah. They're coming to get me. The reality is that could have just been one bad apple in it, or maybe just was badly written. Who knows? But it's fascinating, and this was very reaffirming. The feds basically are, if this is true, right? This is saying, oh yeah, his thing has nothing to do with why we raided his house, which can't be good for Diddy. That means there's way more in the back, which I think clearly there has to be. I imagine there are other Cassies who have come forward. I would hope and imagine if the raid was that serious on both coasts, right? There must be other women who maybe don't want to do civil suits, but spoke to Cassie, who maybe are now speaking to the feds behind, you know, the public eye to get more out there. Would you agree, Kim?
Yes. I think I was just reminded with what you were saying. I'm just going to forward this to you in case you want to put it up on screen because I'm going to reference something from it when I speak here. Is when Cassie, there was an exclusive from Us Weekly about Cassie saying that she now doesn't feel that she's so alone as other people are coming forward with accusations and people are starting to talk. But I believe there is a part in this article, at least there was when I read it, that was saying that this had been in the making for years, that she had been, trying to come to terms with this and potentially moving forward. And I kind of have to sit here and wonder, is it possible that this investigation from Homeland Security, was this potentially going on for much longer than we thought it was? Because we now know that Cassie was and is cooperating with the feds. There's just a lot of questions. And I would really hate for someone who, and I'm not saying that this is the case because for all I know, everything that Lil Rod said in that lawsuit is correct. It could be, right? I don't know that. We don't know that. You don't know that. Nobody knows that. But I don't want to see potentially questions about the legitimacy of one case discredit somebody like Cassie who came forward and was so brave in what she did. And not only that, but we know based on one of the craziest claims in her lawsuit was that Diddy was, he arranged to have Kid Cudi's car blown up because Kid Cudi, the artist, was interested in Cassie. And Kid Cudi's representative, once the lawsuit came out, was like, yeah, that's true. So what we're talking about here with Cassie, she was obviously in a very unhealthy relationship. If your boyfriend is blowing up other people's cars because they don't want you talking to someone, this is not healthy. This is not okay. And I just don't want to see her get dragged through the mud because of, nonsense, essentially. And I guess that's part of why this is so important. We got to get to the bottom of this and figure out what is the truth and what is not.
Well, and I think we're learning also the most damning thing. Diddy didn't settle the next day with Rodney, did he? No, he didn't.
No.
He's purposely not settling with certain people, but he did with Cassie. I'm sorry, I can't not see that as Cassie must have had some real stuff on him. He clearly was threatened. And I was talking to John Witherspoon, who's been helping me behind the scenes gathering some of these files. So thank you and shout out to John for helping. But yeah, he was acknowledging like the fact that Diddy paid Cassie likely tons of money and it still went out in the public was a huge L on Diddy and his legal team, because you pay that much money to not have it in the public, to try to like swoop it away, right? And the fact that she not only denied his probably like, if he paid that much the second day, I think the rumors of him offering a lot of money before it was even filed to me seem very likely. So you got to think he offered a lot of money. She said no. She puts it public, which is really all it needed to do. Like for her to and get the whole ball rolling, she just needed it public for a day. It's filed. It's there. It's now gone. It's out of his hands. He then settles that a day later, like literally a day. That is, I'm sorry, that is such a sign of guilt for me, of just like, or fear, I guess is the better word. Fear, maybe not guilt, of like, who knows how much, maybe some's embellished, maybe some's not, who knows. But the level of fear that must be going through him to say, pay her whatever she wants, even after it's out. You'd think after it's out, if she's not telling the truth, you would fight it. I mean, at that point, you may pay it to stop it because you don't want to deal with it, all this stuff. But to pay it the next day after it's been filed, to me, I can you think of another case like that that's settled that quick after it actually did go public?
No, absolutely not. And the thing is too, like, I feel like we've had, and maybe this is something we can ask one of our attorney friends. My understanding is a lot of the time before there's like a civil lawsuit like this, there is usually some communication prior saying that,
Right.
hey, there's a case coming. And you'd think if he really didn't want that all coming out, he would have done something before the public found out. And that kind of makes me wonder, and this is purely speculation and opinion from my part, and I could be completely in left field. But I think it's very interesting the way that the public has reacted to Cassie's story, because I don't think the public would have reacted to Cassie's story the same as we did today 20 years ago.
No,
if you
I
get
agree.
what I'm saying.
No, I
right?
agree.
Right? So was it maybe something that Diddy just thought, oh, I'm not going to pay this off because nobody's going to believe her. Nobody's going to think that this is real. And I'm sorry, based on some of the stuff that I have seen from him recently as I've been doing my research, he does seem to have a bit of a inflated ego about himself. And he's been able.
Should I play the clip?
Oh gosh, the Von Dutch shirt. I can't. What next? You need to lower your blood pressure, dude.
This guy's like, oh my God. This guy hates his friggin' life.
Oh
sitting
gosh,
there having to deal
I
with
don't
this
think
guy.
the chat could hear that. They couldn't hear it.
Oh, you guys
couldn't
couldn't
hear what
it?
he said. Oh no. It
Hold
was
on.
so worth it though. He's
I'll play it
literally
again.
just
Hold
like,
on. What's wrong?
whatever I want, I have to get. Whatever I want.
It's very soft. Hold on. I don't know why I'm glad I figured that out now. Hold on one sec. Okay, wait. Uh-oh. Why isn't it playing?
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Hold on,
The
guys.
audio's
I'll
not
get you
working.
there.
That's a bummer.
He's screaming, whatever I want, I'll
Yeah,
get
he's
it.
just screaming.
He is a lunatic. He's a lunatic.
Yeah.
Hold on. I had to readjust some OBS settings. Give me 1 second.
Okay,
You can
we might know
you can
it.
guess. Hold on. Sorry. I can't. Oh wait, let me go in studio mode and do this. How do I adjust this? One more thing. Properties.
Andy, you might want to pause it. We're going into another video here.
Oh, hold on.
It's just going in
You
autoplay.
think I could book that for like
Diddy, the Savage Diddy. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I think you can hear it now. All right, wait, hold on. Studio.
Okay. I'm
think
so
I've-
sorry,
I've-
guys. Thank you so
think
much
I've
for your
become
patience.
a master. Tell me if you hear it now.
the weekend of the 14th when the soundtrack comes out?
There we go.
Anything?
If so, bump somebody. All right, thanks. All right, love you, man. Bye. I got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get! Savage! Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
Okay.
Whatever I want, I have to get, Kim.
So I hope you guys understand what I mean when
Yes!
I say I would not be surprised if this man believed that no one would believe this lawsuit. That is my personal theory, speculation, opinion,
What's next?
conspiracy, whatever, right?
This is literally him after he settles with Cassie.
Savage! I'm a savage!
No.
Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
Dude,
So,
that like he's either playing it up for camera. Let's be real, right? I'm looking at this as a celebrity, like
Yeah.
thing. Like he's either playing it up because there's cameras and he's trying to alpha dog it, or he's not. Either way, it's not the look.
it's very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. But I guess my point is, I wonder sometimes through over the past couple of months, is it possible that he just went, fine, file it, see if anybody even believes you, right? Just speculation. Then it comes out and everybody goes, oh my gosh, Cassie, you're lucky to be alive. Oh my goodness, the bravery to come forward, to say all of this stuff, to do everything that she did. And then Diddy goes, I gotta make this go away. And we see it disappear.
I'm curious. That's theory one. Chat, where are you?
That's my theory.
Kim's one.
That's my theory.
Here's my two. Here's how I think it went down. Ready? How much you want, Cassie? I'll give you anything. Don't come forward. I'll give you anything you want. No. Come on, I'll pay you anything. I'll pay you. What do you want? How about here's a 10 million. 10 million. Come on. No. Files a lawsuit. Cassie, dude, come on. I'll pay you 20, 30 million. Okay. And she took it. Because I think she was already talking to the feds. She knew. She didn't want to get herself in a deep civil case, right, and deal with all the stress, the press. She wanted the payday. But she, more importantly, I think, just wanted it public. Because if she really just wanted to sort of get a quick payday, she would have taken that first one. And I don't believe for a second he didn't try to offer it. I do. It just seems so crazy to see him the next day not, I don't know. I mean, your theory is interesting. What do you guys think? One or two? I think that's a damn quick move. And if you wanted the money, you would go a little longer. You'd stretch it out a little bit more. She'd be doing interviews. It feels like everybody believes her too. Like Nick Cannon, everybody who's out there who supports Diddy are like, love Cassie. And it seems like a lot of people were there around that relationship to be like, something was not okay in that relationship. So there's too much there, I think. And I think Diddy knew that was the one. He's like, fuck, she's talking. Well, now what do I got to do? Right.
Yeah.
And he can't kill her at this point, which he's maybe done to others. Right.
Mm-hmm. I want to be clear to everybody too. I'm seeing some people in the chat, spouting off numbers of what she was paid. We don't know what she was paid.
Yeah,
what we have,
well said.
what's been reported is it was 8 figures, which is at least 10 million, I believe.
8 figures was what I heard. Oh no, wait, was it set? Yeah, 8 figures is what
8 figures.
they apparently offered before.
Okay.
Before it dropped publicly. And then everyone in the chat was telling me it was closer to 30, which would make sense. If the first was 8, it probably was somewhere at 20 to 30.
The
but
thing
we're
is, like,
speculating.
rumors-wise, I've heard 10 million, I've heard 30 million, I've heard 50 million, I've heard tons of different numbers. We don't know for sure. It's all rumors at this point, just for sake of transparency.
Yeah, we look at all things. We've seen so many false accusers. We've covered them, guys. Like, I look at it closely. And again, Cassie seems credible. Like, I don't see any red flags with her. I saw some in the chat, like, she's faking it. Bring me evidence that makes you say that. Diddy, to me, was terrified of her. And that, to me, is a huge red flag. And again, he gets what he wants. The ego in a guy like this.
savage. I'm a
You don't
savage.
give this woman that much money if she's
I'm
lying
a
on you like
savage.
that.
Whatever I want, I'm going to get.
A guy with this kind of alpha energy caves on day one of negotiating with this woman. Sorry, he's guilty as fuck.
Whatever I want, I have to get.
Cassie had him by the balls, and he knew it, in my opinion. Because this
Yes!
is not that set. Just it's
What's
the most
next?
unalpha part of it.
What's
That's my favorite. Look at him.
Yes.
Yes.
How
What's
has this
next?
not been memed to
What's
high
next? I gotta
heaven?
No, I don't think anyone's found it. I dug deep. I stumbled upon this.
Get it. I'm not.
This one, and did you see Sharon Osbourne yesterday, Kim?
Yes, I did. I was watching
Did
you
he
guys.
suck your
I was
tail?
so uncomfortable. You know what it is? Honestly, at this point with the Osbournes, it's like I'm not even offended by the insanity of what they say anymore because I know how crazy it's gonna be before they open up their mouths. It's just it's going to be in bad taste.
I need that clipped. I
It's
asked Matt to
gonna
help
be
me grab
dark
it.
humor. It's oh my gosh, like
This is my favorite.
I
of
am
all of the
Aussie.
stuff
I
we've
am
learned.
Aussie in this room.
All right, there it was. I had it. It was at that time code.
Holmes, did he try to fiddle with you? Did he fiddle diddle with you?
Okay. Well, on that note, I think
And
it's a
both
good
of
time to
these
wrap
women
this up.
wonder
Thanks
why
for,
they got
Your
fired from
tail.
talk shows.
Did he suck it?
Oh
Okay.
my God, Mom.
Cheers to liquid death.
Thank you, Kelly. I will laugh at Kelly. Kelly was funny. But it's like Sharon wonders why people are like nervous about her talking on their shows because of things like this. Why did anyone
I
let
love
you-
it. She does not give a hell. She does not care at all. Anyway, yes.
So
that-
uncomfortable.
Did he diddle your tail? Anyway, so we've got a few drops now that are coming. But yes.
Yes. What's next? What's next? I gotta get it. I'm not gonna stay fucking down. I'm not gonna stay fucking lying down. I'm not. I can't do that, man. I can't do that. What's next? Give me something else. What can't you do? I can do it. I can do anything.
It remains to be seen how this lawsuit will play out and what consequences King Combs may face if found guilty of the allegations. In the meantime, the public is left to speculate on the parallels between Diddy and his son when it comes to legal troubles. This is Esovic's reaction to the live stream from Popcorn Planet channel. Check them out.